Hello and welcome back to my channel. Farmer Warden here, and today we're going to be going over some combat progress. So for those of you that don't already know, I have done some farming and some mining on this profile. I'm mining 60 and I'm farming 60, but in terms of combat I haven't done anything because I'm combat 36. So today that's what we're going to be getting into. Specifically, Slayers is what I'm going to be getting into today. Now originally the video was going to be about me getting a Necron armor because I had a Shadow Assassin before this, which is now in the museum. So I got myself a Necron armor, recombobulated it, unlocked the gemstone slots, got G6, P6, but did not get myself an ultimate enchant on any of the pieces. I only have like 1.5 million coins left in my purse at the moment because I'm flipping a bunch of stuff. Most of it is in Bazaar. Now the reason why I donated the Shadow Assassin armor to the museum is because I needed to unlock Hex. So Hex is this guy right here, the handler. So you give him anything and you have all of the options of all of the upgrades that you can possibly put on there. So you don't actually have to like go and individually do each of these upgrades. You can just do them in Hex. The whole video was just supposed to be me using that to upgrade the Necron armor, but I lost the footage. So yeah, what we're doing today instead is we're going to be using the Necron armor to get myself a bunch of Slayers. Now the first Slayer that I'm going to go over is probably going to be Sven Slayer because I have it at tier 6 and this is probably the most annoying one as well. It's going to take a very long time, but I think I'm going to do it because I need Sven 7 for progression in combat in general. So that's what I'll be doing, and I will also get Tarantella 7 because that's also very easy to get. And the reason why I'm doing Slayers right now is because Aatrox is mayor and he will be out of office in about 19 hours and 32 minutes. This is the perfect time to take advantage of his two perks, which are slashed pricing and Slayer XP buff, which gives you like 25% extra Slayer XP. So I'll be doing that, but besides Sven and Tarantella, there's also this other Slayer called Enderman Slayer. Now I haven't done any Enderman Slayer at all. As you guys can see, it's like at level 2, which is kind of embarrassing, I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna try and get this to level 5, or at least get carried to level 5, because I'm gonna need that for a Juju shortbow. I have a Withered Shadow Assassin with a 1-for-all, probably not gonna change this because I'm gonna keep it and then sell it and then use the money for a Juju. But yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and get started with a bunch of Sven Slayer. Alright, I do have Auto Slayer, so that will actually help me quite a bit. I'm gonna go ahead and start a tier 4. I am now sitting at 1.565 million coins, so whenever I'm done with Sven 7, we'll see how much profit I made or how much money I lost. But let's go ahead and get to killing some wolves. Alright, here we are a couple of minutes later. Not a couple of minutes later, I would say it's probably like an hour later. But anyways, the grind wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, which is surprising. I ran out of coins, so that's why I'm recording this update. So let's go ahead and see what we got. So we got like 3 critical 6s, which are worth nothing at the moment. But we got 54 hamster wheels, which is actually not bad. That's worth 1 million coins in total, and I think if I sell that to the NPC, it's actually worth more than selling it to the bazaar or even sell ordering it. So that's what I'm gonna do. And we also got a fur ball, which I mean I already have the power, so don't need that. The only thing that's left now to go ahead and get rid of is gonna be wolf teeth. So I got 2.4 million worth of wolf teeth, which is absolutely amazing, of course, because I was at 1.5 mil when I started. I'm now at 3.5 mil, so I gained 2 million coins from doing Sven Slayer. I didn't think this Slayer would be a little profitable. I thought it would actually lose me money, but it wasn't too bad. Anyways, I'm going to continue on killing wolves until I get Sven 7, and then we'll move on to Tarantella. Alright, there we go. So we got Slayer 7 on wolf. GG's on that. Let's see how much money I got actually. I got 28 hamster wheels from this one, so a little less successful. Actually, never mind. I got a stack and a half. I didn't even see this stack of hamster wheels. So yeah, let's go ahead and sell these. And I got a wolf talisman. I don't know if that's lucky or unlucky, but anyways, this is also going on the auction house if it's worth anything at all. But before that, let's go ahead and check how much I got in wolf teeth. That is 2.2 million coins. Not bad, not bad. Let's go ahead and collect that, and boom. Okay, so we are left with 6 million coins. So going from Slayer 6 to Slayer 7 on wolf will get you 4.5 million coins profit. Of course, that is considering that you're doing it during Aatrox. So yeah, if you have these two perks and you're doing it, then it's gonna make you 4.5 mil, which is not bad. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even expect to make money on Slayers, so any profit I will 100% take. Let's go ahead and just move on to some Tarantella Slayer. Alright, here we are in the, Spider's Den, and I still have a Sven Packmaster Slayer quest because I forgot to turn off Auto Slayer. Okay, never mind, I just found it. Let's go ahead and cancel it, and let's go ahead and collect our rewards. Actually, I forgot to do that for the Slayer tier 7. There we go. Alright, there it is. And I'm Skyblock level 250, GG's on that as well. Sideways smiley emblem has been unlocked, so I'm not going to use it because it's stupid. Let's go ahead and start up the Tarantella boss. Yeah, again, as I said, this is probably going to be the easiest one, and then the Enderman Slayer, I'm literally just going to get carried, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. Let's kill some spiders for now. Alright, so it's the next day, and Aatrox is leaving in about 2 hours, and Diaz is going to be mayor, so right now I am sitting at a solid, like, I don't even know, like 14,000 XP left until Tarantella 7. So that's pretty good, but I just wanted to make this update because right now I have quite a bit of toxic poison arrows, so I'm gonna sell these to the NPC. Selling them to the NPC or the bazaar wouldn't really matter because they're about the same price, so selling them to the NPC would be easier for me. And also, Tarantella web is actually pretty expensive because if you take a look here, I have 400 of them, and that's 240k. It's not actually as cheap as I thought it would be because the NPC sale price is only 1 coin, so you would expect, the bazaar price to also be a little lower. But if I sell everything in my sacks, which is a full medium sack of Slayers, I'm gonna get 4 million coins, which is not bad at all. Now, my purse, I don't even know what it was sitting at when I started Tarantella Slayer because I've been doing flipping and my purse has just been all over the place. But yeah, just 14,000 more XP and I'll be done with Tarantella Slayer. So if you guys enjoy the video, by the way, make sure to like and subscribe. Don't forget, there's about 91% of you that are not subscribed at the moment, so please go ahead and subscribe. We are on the road to 10k. I'm at 7k right now. I'm gonna just keep on grinding Tarantella Slayer, and then we'll use the money that I got from flipping and the Slayers to go ahead and get myself some carries for E-Man, because I don't think I can actually do any Enderman Slayer with this gear. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Alright, we are officially done with the grind. So as you guys can see, Spider Slayer 7. So here we go, and I'm gonna collect the rewards because I don't want to miss out on an extra level. There we go. Okay, now I am level 251 and I have Spider Artifact recipe, the Survivor Cube recipe, so a bunch of talisman recipes, I guess. And now I'm gonna probably just move on to Enderman Slayer. Survivor's Cube will be added to my accessory bag now. Alright, there we go. 8 extra Skyblock XP, we'll take that. I'm gonna sell all the Toxic Arrow Poison, which isn't a lot this time, because I only needed like a couple more bosses. But yeah, let's go ahead and sell the Tarantella, whatever, 900k there. Alright, so we are at 14.4 million. I'm pretty sure I have like a bunch of items on the auction house too. They all sold, so yeah, let's collect those. But anyways, now that we are at 49.4 million, because I just collected a bunch of items on the auction house, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cancel this one and then just start up a Enderman Slayer tier 2 boss, and then tier 3, and then a bunch of tier 4s until I get to E-Man 5 and unlock a Juju Shortbow. Alright, here we are. I am done being carried. So, this is my mithril coat here, just so I don't die. Let's go ahead and switch that out for the Necron, and I also had a Wither Cloak Sword that I bought, because apparently you need that to actually survive in this, unless your carrier does beacons, which mine did, by the way. Shout out to my carrier, Skywalker 6308. This guy is actually a really good carrier, I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, I am going to go ahead and put this Shadow Fury up for sale, and then we will go ahead and use the money to get a Juju Shortbow, because that is what I just unlocked with Enderman Slayer tier 5. I'm gonna go ahead and collect the Slayer rewards before I forget, because I normally do. Ring, 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 and I'm gonna collect the leveling rewards yeah, I got level 3, level 4, and level 5 to collect. So let's go ahead and collect all of them. Alright, there we go. And this is the 5th one. Okay, there we go. So level 254 at the moment, and I am pretty close on 255 actually. So not bad, not bad. But yeah, I'm gonna just put this Shadow Fury up for sale. I wonder how much it is actually. I think what I'm going to do is get Last Stand on my Necron armor because I don't have an ultimate enchant at the moment. So yeah, that would be a good idea. Let's go ahead and buy like 64 Last Stand 1s to turn them into Last Stand 4s. Now I did end up going to a lowballer to sell this because I was too impatient for the Shadow Fury to sell. So, but the guy that was lowballing me actually gave me something else instead of coins because his level wasn't high enough to give me enough coins for the Shadow Fury. Alright, so we got diamond blocks for it. I guess that's fine. I'm just gonna sell these to the NPC because I sold some of it to the bazaar, which was a mistake. I mean, on the bazaar it's actually cheaper. But anyways, 69 million coins. Haha, funny number. Let's go ahead and buy myself a Juju shortbow and become an actual Juju nun from now on. Let's see, mythic, no, legendary, so yes. Something with Soul Eater 5 is what I need. Alright, there it is. 49 million coins precise Juju shortbow. I don't know why he has precise on it. I'll buy the one with the spiritual, and it's 49.5 mil. I'll just pay a little more for something that's spiritual because I think that's a better reforged. But anyways, alright, I have a Juju shortbow, and I am officially a Juju nun now. So I can actually do dungeons. So this is going to be the end of the video, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. This was just to show you guys the beginning of my combat journey. I just got Necron armor, and I also took care of my Slayers a little bit. Not too much, but a little bit. I got Slayer 7, and I got Slayer 5 on the Enderman Slayer. So we're not doing too bad. I could go for Rev 8, but that's just going to take a very long time. I don't think I'm going to go for that. Thank you for watching this. I will see you in the next video. Peace.